Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Fairy Friday. It's Margaret Sample coming to you from the beautiful Niagara region of Ontario in Canada. And it really is beautiful outside today. This is my window over here, which is why I look out there and why I'm so much more brightly lit on this side than on this side. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day here, although very chilly. I come to you most Fridays, bringing you messages from the fairy folk using Brian Froud's beautiful Fairies Oracle deck. And I always like to say two things. One is sometimes I see comments, sometimes I don't, sometimes they appear later. It's magical. It's technology. There we go. Good morning, Leah. This is a good sign. But I always do love the little hellos. Good morning, Danielle, and the little thumbs up and the hearts. And the personal messages you guys send me about these just make my heart sing. So thank you for those. I also always like to say that if you're watching this today, whether you're watching it live or on replay, it's because today's message is meant for you. So that's what I'm going to do. And so let's shuffle. Let me shuffle. Let's see who's bringing the message for today. Ah! Oh, I love this guy. It is Geeeeoooooooo the Slooooooow. Oh, look at that wise, patient face. Oh, good morning, Marie, and good morning, Susan. So, Geeeeeoooooo the Slooooooow is one of the helpline troupe. And the helpline troupe are what we often think of when we think of fairies, pixies, gnomes, elves, dwarves, all that kind of thing. Whether they're small or whether they're big, brownies, all those guys. And they sometimes work solo, like Geeeeeoooooo the Slooooooow. Sometimes they work in groups. They're always trying to be helpful. Sometimes their help leads to confusion, but you know what? They are really wanting to help us. And they're connected with the 5 elements of fairy, which are fire, water, earth, air, and moonlight. So that's the helpline troupe now. Geeeeeoooooo the Slooooooow. I bet a lot of us need this right now. He's all about cycles of time, slowness, waiting, patience. And you're saying, talk faster, Margaret, talk faster. But Geeeeeoooooo the Slow is really, he's the gnome of slow processes. So if you think about water wearing away rock, or mountains growing taller or eroding, glaciers forming or receding, it's that slow, natural time frame, right? It just goes slow. Hey, Marjorie, happy Fairy Friday to you. And he watches all these things, making sure things don't happen too quickly so that the job is well done. Now, sometimes that's kind of frustrating for us, but he's here and he's saying, slow down. He's also the master of the clarification process, which is, you know, where we sit quietly and we ask for the impurities to settle themselves down. So, for example, with wine, right? The sludge, you want it to slip down to the bottom, and you don't want to drink that stuff, right? You want it, but it takes time for the sediment, that's the word, to filter down. So it just takes that time. And when we rush, we create stress and problems for ourselves. There's an old saying, more haste, less speed. So, you know, you're trying to do everything so fast, and then, it just goes nuts on you, right? So it's like, take a breath and take a deep belly breath. And if you even think about it, in through your nose and out through your mouth, and listen to the sound of that breath. You can imagine its waves. I think that's why I I find the ocean so calming, right? But doing that in through the nose and out through the mouth does sort of, it activates your parasympathetic system, which is good for calming. Okay. Anyway, Geeeeoooooooo the Slow wonders how we can survive if we don't take time to watch the sunrise or the sunset, or, you know, just take time, smell the roses. He wonders how we can keep going. He doesn't understand why we're always in such a rush. Just slow down. Because we overwhelm ourselves, right? We overwhelm ourselves, rushing and rushing here and there and there and there, and multitasking. Ha ha ha. We don't really multitask. We keep splitting our focus when we're multitasking. So, you know, you want to be aware of that. His processes all proceed in their own time, whether it's fruit or crops ripening, the sun and the moon circling each other, and we need to find that proper pace for ourselves to allow for natural, mostly stress-free or more stress-free growth and joy, right? He says, the earth isn't turning any faster. Why are you trying to cram more in to make it so? And I am guilty of this. In fact, I just learned this week that I can watch videos on replay at twice the speed. And I'm one of those people that reads really quickly. I was an English major. I read really quickly. And so I find videos often really slow unless it's, you know, something spiritual. But if I'm just getting information, so he's like, Margaret, come on, slow down. And I sit back and ask yourself, why are you going so quickly? I'm hearing the song, slow down, you're moving too fast, you gotta make the morning last, just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. And he said to me, I was going to stop singing that part when he said, keep going. Like, because I would be rushing. Take your time, take your time, take your time. Slow down. What are you trying to do, right? Your situation, whatever you're going on with life right now, it's part of a long process that can't be hurried. So settle in for the long haul. Pace yourself. Set in for a pace you can maintain for as long as you need to. Think marathon, not sprint. I was watching The Amazing Race the other night, and this one woman, and she had to go along this very narrow mountain path, and she was terrified of heights, and she was still going up as other people were going back. They're still finished. They didn't finish last. But I was reminded when I was in Peru and I was in Machu Picchu, and I was going from the main city up to the Inca Gate, and I was slower than the 20, 30, even 40-year-olds. And, you know, they'd be going up past me on this steep path, and they'd be going, you can do it. And then coming back down, they're all like, you're almost there. It's like, but I set my own pace, and I got where I wanted to go. And going down was faster. But it's like, if I had pushed myself too hard, which I often have done, you run out of gas. I run out of gas, and then you don't get where you want to go. So set yourself a nice marathon pace, okay? Allow yourself to be patient and relaxed. Now, when Geeeeoooooooo the Slow shows up, it can also indicate that there are unnecessary delays or stalling going on somewhere. And if so, if that's going on, are you the cause of the delay or the victim of the delay? And in either case, maybe a little nudge is needed. Recognize proper pace, slow pace, but sometimes it's a nudge. You don't want to be stalled. You don't want to be stuck or stopped. You just want to be, moving forward. Okay. And even, you know, sometimes it is us. This morning I said to myself, okay, kid, let's get going, because I was sitting by the fire having coffee and I just wanted to slow down. So I'm just seeing some comments. Deb is here. Hooray. Good morning, Deb. And Bob used to say we Can't we slow down and enjoy the moment? Yes, because we get so caught up in moving forward that we forget to just take it in. Take it in. I think, I think that's why probably grandparents have a different relationship with grandchildren than with their own children, because when we have kids, it's so hard to remember to slow down because we feel like there's so much we have to do and accomplish. And, our parents can say, oh, they're only young ones, slow down, enjoy it. But we get caught up in that pace, right? So enjoy the moment, enjoy the moment. Hey, Rosie, good morning. What else? Remember, he is in charge of slow process, but they should be proceeding, not stuck, okay? Sometimes the other thing is when he's showing up, it's because you're pushing a little too hard and you're like picking that fruit that's not ripe yet. And you know what happens when you eat unripe fruit? You get a stomach ache, right? So slow down. Don't push it. Don't force it. It's happening on its own time. Yes. Take it slow. Take it easy. Lots of time for living. He's liking music. I'm liking music today. I have to look that song up now. Because now it's tickling the back of my brain because that's all he's singing for me. But anyways, go slow and enjoy whatever is going on in your life. Just take it slow. Recognize that this too shall pass. And Leia says, I'm feeling very low energy today. Is that a message to take it easy? Yes. Yes. As someone who has pushed herself past the brink of exhaustion, and then you get forced to take so much longer to recuperate than when you just slow down and don't drain yourself. So yes, Geeeeoooooooo the Slooooooow is here to say, slow down, take it easy, move forward, but move forward slowly with grace and ease. And if you're waiting on something, wait, patient, know it's going to happen in its own time. And you see how my voice just dropped like an octave? That's because that's what happens when we're more relaxed. Our voices drop. So thank you, Geeeeoooooooo the Slooooooow. And anything else? It says just take it easy. Take it easy. He really likes music. All right, everybody. I wish you a very wonderful week. Happy Faery Friday. I send my love to you all and be well. Mwah. Bye for now.